Once upon a time, in a smoke-filled cave with the wind howling past the cliffs outside, I, a bona fide caveman, sat by the fire, tapping a bone on a rock, getting ready to tell you a strange tale. It's not about hunting mammoths or inventing fire. No, this one's about something modern humans worship like a god. They call it the credit score. Sounds grand, right? I figured it was the name of some new tribe, the Credit Clan, from the mountains, famous for borrowing grain and never paying it back. But nope, it's a number, a weird little number that decides if people should trust you when you borrow things. When I learned that, I was as shocked as the time a tiger bit me on the butt. The whole tribe laughed at me, but the truth is, modern humans treat that number as more important than biceps or the bear pelt I'm so proud of. In my tribe, borrowing was easy. Need a spear for the hunt? Stand before the chieftain, pound your chest, and swear, if I don't return it, you can use my bear hide as a rug. Everyone believed you, because breaking your word meant a curse from the mountain spirits, or worse, exile into the freezing night for the wolves to snack on. Modern folks are different. They don't trust oaths or soulful eye contact. They trust a cold little number. The higher it is, the easier it is to borrow. If it's low, forget it. No one will lend you a single pebble. It's like there's an invisible ghost tribe behind you, whispering, this one's trustworthy. That one isn't. Spooky. Picture this. In our tribe, everyone wears a bone necklace. On it are notches marking every borrow and return. Bring the spear back on time, you get a bright line. Stiff someone, the necklace goes dark. That necklace was our credit score. Modern humans turned it into a number. Want to borrow shells to buy a metal ox cart? They call it a car. Rent a fancy cave, an apartment, even get married. Everything starts with that number. If it's high, you're clapped on the back like a hero. If it's low, enjoy your solo campfire outside the cave. I eavesdropped on modern elders discussing how they cook up this number. Turns out it's a stew of many bits. 1. Payment history. Do you return things on time or push it off till next hunting season? 2. Current debt. Already owe 10 buffalo, but asking to borrow a goat? Yeah, no. 3. Credit age. Just joined the tribe and already borrowing like crazy? Suspicious. 4. Mix of credit. Don't just borrow spears. Borrow pots, torches, maybe even a smartphone. 5. New inquiries. Run around begging from every hut, and people will assume you're planning to skip town. Mash it all together and you get a number, a weapon scarier than my club. In my day, the judge trust you asked, did you return that venison on time? Modern life is a maze. The credit score decides everything. Whether you can rent a deluxe cave, borrow oxen to plow a field, even whether you get a spouse. I hear many modern fathers-in-law don't check biceps, they check the score. What's the number, son? Painful. Back then, dragging home a mammoth made you a legend. Now you could drag home 2 mammoths and still lose to 1 lousy digit. In my tribe, the hunter with the most pelts got respect. Today, pelts don't hold a candle to a high score. A great score is like a magic staff. Doors swing open. Want that metal ox cart? Right this way. Want a cave with clean water and 0 mosquitoes? Of course. Want shiny rocks for your sweetheart? Say no more. That number turns the ordinary into tribe trusted. With a high score, you're greeted like a chieftain. You could borrow a cooking pot and no one even blinks. A low score is a curse. It marks you like the forest god's wrath. Want a spear for the hunt? People squint and say, didn't a tiger eat your buffalo last time? Need a place to sleep? Outside's got plenty of wind for you. Want to marry? Father-in-law declares, low score, no go. It stings worse than missing a rabbit face planting in the mud. The tribe laughs and you shuffle off hungry. Imagine this, you borrow A's spear. You return it on time, not a nick on it. Maybe even sharpen it. Your score climbs. You borrow B's pot, scrub it spotless, tip in a chunk of roast meat. Up the score goes. Then you borrow C's ox, and by dawn the ox is gone. Just tiger tracks in the mud. Your score dives. Word spreads like smoke. Don't trust this one. After that, you can't even borrow a coconut ladle. That's how the credit score works. No council drums, no chieftain's verdict. Just a slipping number and your life goes dim. Some modern cave dwellers don't know why their number is low. I can tell at a glance. First, late payments, like promising meat tonight and showing up tomorrow when the village already slept hungry. Second, too much debt, borrowing a spear, then a pot, then an ox, before returning any of them. Third, asking everywhere, dashing from hut to hut, looks sketchy. Fourth, ignoring bad debts, borrowing and pretending to forget, hoping the tribe won't notice. Alas, modern people keep a magic ledger that remembers everything. Once it's written, your score drops faster than a campfire in a rainstorm. So how do you lift the number? I've learned a few tricks. First, pay on time. Tomorrow, in tribe speak, often means never. Second, keep debt reasonable. Don't carry too many loads at once. Third, use credit regularly. Borrow and repay steadily to prove you're responsible. Fourth, avoid peppering the whole village with requests. It looks like you're packing to flee. And finally, patience. The score doesn't rise overnight. It grows like embers glowing into flame. Modern folk have a wondrous vehicle, the metal ox cart. Cars, they say. To own one, you present your credit score. High number, open gates. Low number, slam doors. Picture me, a caveman, wanting a cart to haul mammoth home. With a gleaming score, I nod and the wheels roll. With a weak score, sorry, try sandals. Instead of cruising the path, I'm humping a mammoth on my back. Tragic. Long ago, to wed you just hauled in a big beast to prove your strength. Today, strength plus a nice score. Father-in-law asks, what's your number? If it's high, you're golden. If it's low, you're futureless. Even a pile of bear hides won't help. Many handsome six-pack hunters get rejected by a cold chain of digits. Tough break for muscles outranked by math. Modern employers use credit scores for certain jobs that require trust. If your number's high, doors open. If it's low, they close. I imagine applying to be keeper of the cave gate. The chief asks, strong arms? I nod. Good hunter? Nod. Nice credit score? I shake my head. Denied. That hurts worse than being turned away from the barbecue. A high score is like wings. You can fly through modern life, borrowing, buying, chasing dreams. A low score is a chain. It keeps you stuck, head down. It decides whether you roam free or rattle bars. People live in an invisible cage, and the key is that number. Small thing, mighty as the fire god. If you want a calm life in the modern world, treat your credit score like fire. 1. Never break a promise. 2. Know your limits. 3. Use credit like a spear, regularly and with skill. 4. Don't beg from every hut. 5. Patience. 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 The wise know good things take time. A beautiful number isn't forged in a night. It's built with years of kept trust. We used to worship the sun, moon, and fire. Modern people seem to worship a new god. Its name is credit score. They pray by paying on time. They make offerings with steady coins. And they fear its thunder. When it's angry and the number falls, every door slams shut. Tell me that isn't divine power. I once saw a modern lad at a bank, basically the credit temple. He said, please lend to me? My score is gorgeous. The clerk checked, and the number was crawling in the dirt. Laughter rolled through the hall like a tribe chuckling at someone slipping into a mud puddle. The lad bowed his head and left. I thought, this credit god is stricter than any chieftain. A low score doesn't just bring rejection. It makes everything cost more. If people don't trust you, they demand extra meat for the same loan. One slice becomes 3. One horn becomes the whole hide. That's high interest. A low number loads your life with weight. A high number lightens it. Unfair? Maybe. But that's the modern tribe's law. In a tribe, you can sweet talk. You can vow and boast. In the modern world, the score doesn't lie. It remembers every broken promise, every late return, every overborrow. It's like a spirit drum that booms whenever you mess up. People look at the number and know the story. Terrifying, but also fair. Now, my tale is as long as a mammoth hunt. Friends, remember, a credit score is the trust mark of the modern tribe. It decides whether you're believed or doubted, sleeping warm in the cave or shivering in the wind, marrying a soulmate, or hugging a bear pelt alone. Keep that number bright like you keep the fire alive in winter. Let it die, and life goes dark. Keep it burning, and doors open everywhere. That's the lesson a caveman like me leaves for the people of today.